Hi Taurus, welcome back to my channel. Thank you everyone so much for tuning into your yearly 2021 tarot reading. I will be doing a general tarot wheel for the upcoming year ahead. I am very excited to be doing this. I certainly am looking forward to entering the new year. So I hope there's something here for you, Taurus, that's going to help you along the year. I'm going to help you along in the year. If you'd like a private reading with me, or the information that you require is listed below in the Show More section. Please feel free to check out the extended version to this reading, which will be having an additional love tarot wheel as well as a career tarot wheel. So feel free to check in if you're wanting that extended version. The link to that will be available below in the Show More section. Otherwise, let's give the cards a good shuffle and jump straight into it, starting for the month of January 2021. Taurus, January. Okay, you've got the Star card in January. Wow, what a fantastic month for you, Taurus. A lot of things that are fated for you are happening here with the Star card. It may even be an Aquarius that's coming up around you for love, professional connections, or even friendships. The Star card can be about healing something here as well. So a lot of you are going to be healing things. Could be health-wise, could be in relationships, maybe in friendships as well. The Star card is also exposure, so some of you are going to get fame. Okay, in some way there's going to be explosion of supporters or admirers, whether this is romantic or people admiring the work that you do. The Star card is being out there, being put out there to the world. So lots to do with fated opportunities that are coming up around you. But also fixing things. So January could be a perfect time for you to go ahead and do those sorts of things, Taurus. So what a powerful way to be starting off the year. February, you've got the Ten of Wands, so things get a little bit more complicated in February. You're working a lot more harder in February, and there's a lot more pressure, deadlines, a lot of things that you feel are becoming heavier, or there's a weight on your shoulders. It may be something to do with a fire sign, an Aries, a Sagittarius, or Leo. He carries it all on his own, so you're doing a lot of hard work here, or there's a lot of pressure. There could be some sort of burden or experience that troubles you a little bit in February. So it's important not to overwhelm yourself and not to let people take you for granted or take advantage of you that time, because you're really going to be going above and beyond, and you may feel like you're exhausted from all this energy that you're going to be channeling in, not only for yourself but also for other people. So there may be a reminder here come February for you to sort of take it easy, Taurus. Okay, March, you've got the Nine of Swords. Could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who's coming up around you. Nine of Swords energy, you know, this is really feeling in a stressful place. So there could be something about an ending for some of you, 9 being a number of endings. So I'm thinking you might be stressed or upset or anxious about some sort of ending that may take place in the month of March. Okay, it may have something to do with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it could be sleepless nights, it could be a long distance thing, you could be staying up late at night. There could be a lot of stimulation that's coming up around you. So I do think there's going to be a lot of distractions. I also feel like communication may suffer that month as well. Emails, correspondence, communicating with your person. There's something here about communication that's not going to be healthy, or that's not going to put you in a healthy state. Let's look at April. April, you've got the King of Swords, so still could be following on still could be following up from this air sign that could still be around you this time, okay? The Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What I get from the King of Swords here is that communication is going to improve. So whatever you're stressing about here, you'll be able to work through or rectify or talk your way out of it. Communication is a strong point, so anything to do with meetings, reaching out to someone, having a deal go through, communication is coming up more positively, so that's fantastic to see. King of Swords can also represent the legal realm, education, anything to do with stimulating the mind. So you're going to be in a healthier mental state by then if this is what's coming up. That dip that you may experience in Feb, March may certainly come up once again in the month of April. There's two birds here, so there could be messages going back and forth between you and another person, or two very important messages here for you. But King of Swords can be like legal representation. It can be like pitching a product. I see the King of Swords as a salesman. Okay, he's got the gift of the gab here, Taurus. So something like that could fall in your favor. Or this could very much indicate that this person, this personality, this persona is approaching you towards that time frame. May. Okay, did you have a card flick over? I thought you had one. No. Okay, May, you've got the Strength card. Some of you have a Leo coming in around you for love, for relationships. This is really you coming into your power here. You're coming into a place of strength by the time May comes around. So things are looking more positive by that stage. Now, the Strength card could also be physical strength, mental strength. It could also be strengthening ties, relationships, business proposals, goals, ambitions. There's a message here that you need to strengthen those things in the month of May. Like I said, it could be a Leo. This is the Lion here, so this is leadership. Some of you are coming into a leadership role maybe, or you're taking lead in a situation, a relationship, a business. Some of you could even get a promotion at this time because 8 is a number of abundance. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are getting into a more senior role, or you're really dominating something here. Okay, the Lion really dominates. He's really at the head of the game here, Taurus. So there's something that you're really coming to dominate, I feel, by the time of May coming around. I don't know if this is this person, if there's a connection with the fire energy here. There may be. Let's have a look at June, the midpoint of the year for you, Taurus. Okay, you've got the High Priestess, so there's a big reveal, there's a big announcement, there's something that destiny has in store for you that's taking place in the month of June. And the number 2 here rules relationships, so it can be collaborations, relationships, it can be pregnancies, planned or unplanned, or welcoming in someone new into the family, maybe through marriage, maybe through fertility, etc. The High Priestess is the prophetess, so she's very intuitive and she's very psychic. So your psychic ability could be heightened during that month, okay, the mid part. But I think there's some sort of news or announcement that potentially has the ability to change your life somehow, romantically, your status, your role, your title, your direction in life. It could also be that you find out something about yourself. Okay, family history. You find out about someone, you know, their history, their secrets, their past, their relationships. So there's something that you're going to uncover, but it's going to be very sacred to you. It's going to be very important to you, Taurus, in that month. Let's have a look at the month of July. Knight of Swords, okay, you're rushing things in the time of July. It could be a very fast-paced month. It could be something to do with an air sign, okay, the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius maybe. This is about rushing a situation, or there's a sense of urgency. Some of you may have deadlines coming up, or like time is limited for you somehow in the time of July. You're really trying to press ahead, so you're rushing things, relationships, goals, your workload. You're trying to get things in order here. But sometimes when he rushes, he doesn't always double check things. Sometimes he can miss important details here, Taurus. So I'm wondering what it is that's coming up around you that you feel you're going to miss, or you could potentially miss because of rushing something here. But this can also be like jumping to conclusions, so your mind could be racing that month. So I think it's important to remember to calm down and not to overwhelm yourself that month, especially mentally, Taurus. I think that's the takeaway from the month of July. Okay, August, you had the 8 of Wands. Okay, so it could be a Sagittarius coming through here. 8 of Wands, you're still following up on this fast-paced energy, I feel. This is about gaining clarity and a lot more direction, Taurus. So you're going to know where you're going, or it's like the straight shooter. So there's a lot of honesty or truthfulness coming, possibly something to do with communication, often seen as the arrows of love as well, Taurus. So some of you could be falling in love, or there's a new attraction here that's written in the cards here for you. Could be with a Sagittarius here. but it's also climbing the ladder. So you're growing or evolving, or you're reaching new heights here somehow. You're reaching new heights or new levels in something. And I think you're going to be very proud of those accomplishments. Could also be divine messages from spirit, okay, from your angels, from the universe, that you're going to start to sort of catch on to and interpret, I think, in the time of August. Let's look at September. Okay. September, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. Taurus, this is very much you in your element here with the number 9. You've completed something here that you're going to be absolutely very happy about. I see you more settled potentially in the time of September. This is a card of very much enjoying the month, okay? This is a card of pleasure and enjoyment. There could be someone spoiling you, or you might be spoiling them. Taurus, you could be in a very good position career-wise by that time. 9, you might have completed some sort of financial goal, or some sort of outcome you've been waiting for. That could take place here. People are wanting you. Okay, you're in a very good position here. The ball is in your court. So I feel like things are going to fall in your favor during that month here, in the month of September. But in terms of Pentacles, this is the only Pentacle card that has come up here. So September, you might notice things go your way. September is a great month to complete things, finish projects, finish goals, sign off on contracts. So very good month for completion, and you're really going to take advantage of that, I feel. But it's also a card of like luxury. So some of you maybe you're taking a luxurious trip that month. You might be taking time off, but it's almost like you have time or resources or energy to indulge and enjoy something. And you're definitely going to be doing that in that time. October. Okay, October, you've got the Lovers, so very much a month to do with soulmates, twin flames, meeting someone very special or entering into a relationship, possibly an ex coming back up, someone under the sign of a Gemini who's destined to come up around you. Is there a connection between that person this month and that month? It could be with the King of Swords. They're sitting directly here to each other, so there could be a connection. A great month for networking, meeting new people. The universe is sending you key people in your life, especially romantically though, Taurus. Things start to pick up towards the end of the year romantically, I feel. And it's going to come after a month when you're feeling really good. Okay, you've completed a lot, you've achieved a lot, and you're going to welcome in that sort of energy. New friendships could flourish, absolutely. An important meeting, a job interview, an opportunity for you to connect with someone happening here. But very much, I think, a month focused on love. So engagements, marriages, there could be fertility here as well. It's almost like the angel is bringing you back to someone, or bringing you someone new even with the Lovers card. But a lot of romantic periods potentially happening that month. A month of romanticism and enjoyment is coming up around you, but it is about communication. It can be about mending relationships, whether this is romantic relationships, business relationships. There's a lot of correspondence that you're going to have, or you're going to become a lot closer with someone here that month, in the month of October. I wouldn't be surprised if you've got this, you had Aquarius here and you have Gemini. So I'm wondering if this person keeps coming up with this air throughout the year. They keep coming up almost like on every corner so far. They're coming up around you. So there could be this person that's sort of hovering around you. Somehow they're going to help you. Somehow they're going to be playing a significant role in your life, Taurus. Could also hear from someone you haven't heard from in a long time. Okay, November, you have the Sun card, so this could be an Aries that's coming through with the Sun card. It could be children, families, fertility, starting a family or building a family with someone. The Sun can also be about the self, so you might be doing something for yourself. You might be learning something new. You might be experiencing something new. There could be a new romance in the works here. The Sun is about opening yourself up to opportunity and new things, Taurus. So it could also be fame and enlightenment, the sun shining in your sector here. So This is bringing in a lot of warmth and growth. It could also be starting something new. It may or may not be with an Aries, but it can be anything around children and family, fertility, and also your inner child, Taurus. So it could be a highly spiritual month in the sense where you're focusing on yourself, your goals. It could also be things from your childhood that's coming up, friends, a visit to the neighborhood from your childhood. Could be the Aries, but I also feel like the sun brings a fired up energy. So you're going to be very motivated to do a lot, exercise, motivated to start a new goal, motivated to work harder in your relationship, motivated to do more things for yourself. A lot of that motivation, you're going to be fueled by that in November. So that's fantastic. But it could be the Aries, okay, the Sun, you've got the Leo. So a few signs have come up here around you. Let's have a look at December, see how you're wrapping up the year. Okay, wrapping up the year with the Two of Swords, Taurus. There's a very important decision that's going to that's what you're going to be left with, I think, in the month of December. It may be around a Cancer with the moon here. You've got the dual swords, so it could be a Gemini, and you did have Gemini come up around you. You have multiple signs here, Aquarius, Leo, Gemini, Aries. So I'm wondering if you're choosing between two different people, two different connections, two different career paths. You could also be closing yourself from opportunity. So this is a big contrast. I'm wondering what happens between November and December to put you into that Two of Swords energy. This can also be ending contact or blocking contact. Okay, she's got the swords up, the blindfold on. This is like ignorance about a situation, either voluntarily being ignorant and saying, no, I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to talk to this person. I'm not going to respond. You're sort of going to be closing yourself off to something here. But the Two of Swords makes me question if it's the right choice to close yourself off from that opportunity. So there might be a lot of questions around it because she's blindfolded. So does she really know what she's saying no to? So there could be a lot of things you aren't necessarily aware of in the month of December, coming into December here. But it's a dual energy, so you might be very back and forth between relationships, maybe in businesses. It's not feeling overly stable, Taurus. That's the sort of message I get from it. It's not being in a very stable place, I don't think. But look, I think as the year progresses, what I'm seeing in the cards here is that there's going to be a lot to do with yourself. I also feel like this part of the year up until the 9, you're going to be focusing on yourself. You're going to start out really strongly, and you're going to set yourself the goals and targets that, or the things that you want to achieve or have in your life. And certainly by that stage in September, you could attain them. I think there's a lot of fated things happening for you because you've got the stars, you've got the High Priestess, and you've got the Angel here. So it makes me think that a lot of destined or fated changes are coming up around you. So 2021 can change you a lot, Taurus, but I would say it's more like internal/spiritual. I think Gemini had a bit of a similar yearly reading to you, where I think it's more internal. So I don't know if there's a connection with a gem there, but you might want to check that out to the cross watchers. But things are going to be revealed to you. Your path is going to be revealed. The type of person you need to go for romantically is going to be revealed. Things in your marriage even are going to be revealed. Lots to do with family as well. Family, fertility, relationships, and especially healing. So Taurus, I think it's a year where you can heal past wounds. Maybe this is trauma. You can heal past relationships, maybe with an ex. You can mend friendships and relationships. You can make it all happen, and I think you certainly will make it all happen in the upcoming year ahead. So quite a powerful year, I think, for you, Taurus. A year that's going to stay with you. Your most powerful year yet, I think, is what I'm seeing here, Taurus. So that's fantastic to see, but I do hope this reading has been helpful. Thank you again so much for tuning in. If you'd like a private reading, all the info that you need is listed below. I have tagged several videos to this reading if you want to check them out for the year ahead and the early part of 2021 as well, so feel free to browse those. Otherwise, Taurus, as always, it's a pleasure to be reading for you. Thank you so much. Please feel free to subscribe. That would be very much appreciated, and I'm sure we'll catch up very soon. Have a fabulous 2021, and bye for now.